Going ahead and doing that. Hi, everyone. I'm Ryan Earls. I'm here with Xstream. I'm going to tell you a little bit about your websites and what they can do for you and how much fun they are and easy they are to use. Behind me over here is Erin. She is my helpy helper tonight. She'll be answering all the questions for you. And when you have questions about your website and technical questions, she'll be the one that you'll be talking to most of the time. So let's go ahead and get started. Why do you need a website? So what we're going to go over first is, and if you already have a website, that's fine. If you already have one of the Xstream websites, this is actually for you as well, because we're going to cover some important parts of the uses of your website, and then we're going to show a little bit about how the website works and some of the back end to show you how simple it is and easy it is to use. So the main reason that you would have a website is professionalism. When someone searches your business or wants to know more about you, or even wants to find out, they meet you word of mouth, or they meet you somewhere and they need to know if you're legitimate or if you do this for a living or it's just a side hobby. The website is the kind of the crucial starting point for any kind of research. So it's really your first impression or your second impression, and you really want to make sure that you get it right. Just think about how when you hear about a new business or when you go to research another company, you immediately hop online and Google them, or look at their business card, go to their website and check them out. So having a great website is the first step to having a successful business in the 21st century. It's also the cornerstone of your online marketing. So the great thing about a website is it's working for you 24/7. When done correctly, it is a lead generating machine. It constantly is on 24/7. And when someone's searching, late at night or when you're busy doing something else, they find your website and they find leads. They find your website and they see specials or they see more about you, and then they contact you. And then when you get back to your email, you see all the leads that you have rolling in. And that is one of the best things you can possibly do for your business, is use this website as a lead generating machine. And we're going to explain how to do that and dive into that a little bit here. So why an Xstream website versus any of the other options that are out there? So there are a couple other agencies that have travel type websites. The reason why you would want to go with an Xstream website is it's a customization that you can have with it. The great thing about these Xstream websites is they can be as unique as you want them to be. You can have unlimited pages. You can put whatever you want on there. There's no constraints to the design that you do or how you set them up. We initially build them for you, and then when we turn them over to you, they're turnkey, they're ready to go when we turn them over to you. However, you can go in there and add as much as you want. And one thing I want to stress about that is that the website and the return on your investment is as good as the work that you put into it. And we're going to cover how well these sites work here in a minute. It's not one of those field of dreams things of if you build it, they will come. You have to promote your website. You have to get your name out there. But once you do and you follow some easy steps, then it's going to be your new best friend, because it's just going to generate leads left and right for you. One of the important things about the Xstream websites is they're cutting edge. The competition that is out there right now is stuck in the 90s. The stuff that we're doing for you all is mobile responsive. It is SEO ready. And if you're not familiar with some of these terms, I'll kind of explain real quickly why these two things are important. When someone searches Google for a travel agency in your area or in general, the Google prioritizes mobile responsive websites and search engine optimized websites, so keywords and stuff like that. And we train you how to do all these things. It's very simple to put in there. You can put any keywords that you want, and that's how you're found on the web with these organic searches when someone types in Google. So by just simply having one of these websites, you're going to be heads and above anyone else with the ease of use. Also, with these websites, there's unlimited integrations. So with the travel suite that Xstream offers, you can integrate your vacation CRM. You can integrate your co-branded links. You can put whatever you want on the website. Even if you have a secondary or side business and you want to kind of incorporate that, or they tie in together, you can put that on the website. So it becomes a really powerful sales tool and professional image tool for you to use. And one of the favorite things about these websites is that they not only look great, respond great, but they provide you with an important business image. And I can't really understate how important that is. So let's go ahead and move on real quickly and talk about for a moment. Can you really get traffic and leads and business from your website? All too often, I hear travel agents say, I have a website, but no one ever goes to it or nothing ever happens with it. And that's a shame. Like I hate to hear that. And one of the things that we want to make sure is that when you build a website and we build it for you and you customize it, that we're going to also instruct you how to promote it and how to get it out there. And when done correctly, these websites do really, really, really well. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of traffic from actual websites that we have built. These are site statistics from two actual travel agencies. Now, while these are kind of mid-range results, so will everybody get this? Well, it depends on how much work you put into your site, how much promotion that you do. And promotion doesn't necessarily mean that you have to spend money. Spending money helps, advertising helps, and we can talk to you a little bit more about that. But part of it is word of mouth and doing the SEO work and following the help guides that we give you, and it pays off. So if you can see the first example here, the black lines are unique visitors, and the blue line is page views. You can see that some of these websites are getting hundreds of people a day coming to these websites, and that is just lead after lead. They request travel specials. They contact you on there. They view your material. They follow your blog. They do all these things, and when it comes for time for them to book a vacation, or if they're ready to book and they're looking at the travel specials, that's the key. And with these kind of numbers, you're bound to get leads. Traffic to your website doesn't necessarily equate a lead, but it is a numbers game. The more traffic you have, the more leads you're going to get. It's just that simple. And these sites can set you up, and this is to show you that these are actual stats from actual websites that get great numbers and leads just because they simply put in the work and follow the steps, and they have a great product, which is this website. So the thing that makes these sites so great is not only do they look great, not only are they mobile responsive, but they have amazing content that we can offer you that you won't find anywhere else. It's the largest travel content library that's out there. We have over 600 plus travel articles for you to use with all kinds of different niches, and I'll show you some of those here in a few minutes. We have 170 plus travel videos, hundreds and hundreds of brochures, destination guides, cartoons and memes, infographics, and lots of photos for you to use. These are some examples that are kind of around there. And one of the things is they're great for social media. So not only is this stuff that you can put on your website, but we also have it set up that you can put these things on your Facebook business page, not just posting it, but if you want to put a brochure rack on your Facebook business page, we've got it set up so you can do that. And we can show you how to do that as well here. So real quickly, I'm going to go through the steps. If you haven't already signed up for this, this is how you will sign up for it. You'll go to your Traverse Global. You'll click on the Spirit link here. Oops, sorry, I went backwards. You click on the Spirit link. you'll see the travel agency suite. Sorry, there seems to be a little bit of lag here. And when you click on the travel agency suite, you'll have the sign up information here. Still waiting on the. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of lag here with the PowerPoint presentation. So you'll fill out the form, and then you'll get a welcome email that will have this information in it for you to use. And the sign up process is very quick, very simple. If you have questions about that, just shoot us and we'll direct you to the right information with that. Let me go ahead and hop on over to the whole entire process here. So a guide to how this works with us, after you register for your travel suite, which is both the website and the CRM, you'll get sent a welcome email, and in that welcome email, there'll be a link to register your account. After you register your account, then you'll have a welcome email from us, the people who are building your website. There's a quick website intake form. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. As soon as you fill it out, it comes to us. In about 2 to 4 business days, we'll build out your website for you, and then we'll send you a video so you can learn how to operate the site editor. And once you watch that video, you just let us know, and then we let you in and have at it to customize that website to the way you want it. As you're going along, if you have questions or concerns or you get stuck, that's fine. We have an amazing help section for you to use. Also, you can shoot us help questions anytime. We respond to those during regular business hours, but also nights and weekends as well if there's an emergency or something like that. You have complete control over what is on your website. You can put any content that you want on there. So these sites are super flexible with the ability to really maximize your brand, your own brand and your own image, and get the leads that you want by connecting with your potential clients. You know, one of the important things is having a website that really shows who you are. Who you are is what keeps your clients coming back to you. It's the value add. Anyone can go on an Expedia or a Travelocity and use the booking engine, and that's fine. That's not what these are designed to do. These are designed to connect with potential clients and showcase you guys, your expertise. And it's fine if you're starting out, because we have things to help walk you through that and get that step ahead. But these websites are crucial to connecting with your potential clients and showing them that you're an expert in your field and that you can handle them better than one of those online booking engines would. So we're going to move on and jump right into the editor and the content library here. And I'm just waiting for that to load on here. Give it 1 second. All right. So this is the content library. This is the stuff that you can use on both your website and your social media. Your websites will come preloaded with some content, but you can feel free to remove that and put other stuff on. It's super simple. It's just copying and pasting, and I'll show you how simple that is here in a second. But to kind of go over the things that we offer here, there's a brochure rack, currency exchange and conversion widget, daily quotes widget, destination guides, travel news feed, ports of call guides for you guys who do a lot of cruises and stuff like that, slideshow articles widget, travel articles, travel specials. And that's actually a really unique widget that will help generate leads. It's different than what you normally expect, and I'll kind of go into that a little bit when we look at it later. Travel videos widget, awesome videos for you to use on your website. Climate data, clocks, festivals, weather, cartoons, destination graphics, infographics. Incredible free offers widget. This is a really big one. One of the things that we really suggest if you don't already have an existing business is building your email list. And the some of these will help you do that. Like for instance, the Incredible free offers widget is a great widget in the sense that it helps you. It provides the people that view on your website something for them to download in exchange for their email address. So it will be a guide about antiquing or about river cruising or this, that, and the other. You can choose which ones you want to use. And in exchange for that premium content, they'll give you their name and email address, and you can use that use that to build your email list to send out newsletters, travel specials to keep in contact, and basically generate leads that way. We also have fun memes and cartoons collection and quote of the week images, which are great for social media as well. Up here, you'll see the help section. So we'll take a look at that real quickly. The help section is super easy to use. Everything that we have in here jumps over to step-by-step instructions with video. And I kind of jump back and forth to show you how to use this appropriately. But in the meantime, we're going to hop into a site editor here. So when you log into your site editor, this is what you will see. Basically, it's a drag and drop system, super simple to use. When you get the site turned over to you, all this will be built out, and it will be, with your logo, with your company name, with your about section. Like it's customized to you, and then you have free reign to add more onto it and kind of customize it even further if you want, which we highly recommend. So to show you how easy it is to use, in here we already have the specials offer widget, and I will show you what this looks like here. Hang on one second for me. I'm going to publish this real quickly. So the specials widget is designed for lead generation. It is you can select by destination and by activity, and you can set up in your own account settings as well to filter out some of the stuff if you want. If you don't, sell travel to the whole entire world, or if you have a specific like area that you sell travel to, you can filter some of these out if you want. But you can also leave it up to your clients to filter out. If they want to see more information, they can just click on the see details, request info, and to get more information, they have to give you their personal contact information. And this system is tried and tested. We have done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these websites, and the system works way, way better than any other travel specialist that you've seen before, because instead of getting price shopped, it allows you to collect leads. And these leads, getting someone's name and email address and phone number is super valuable, because you can follow up with them. You have the chance to give them your sales pitch and show them what you add to it versus them just price shopping you against one of the online major travel booking engines or anything like that, or even Google. But let's say you have a specific travel special that you want to show off or something like that. And I'm going to show you how quickly and easy it is to add something to one of these pages. So we have a special offer here, and let's say we want to add to it. So we're going to hop back into the site editor here. And I'm going to pause as we're going along so the screen loads, and because there is a little bit of a lag. We're going to drag a section in here. The section is basically for adding a new part to a web page, and it makes it easy to move around. The sections are like kind of the building blocks, and then the elements over here are what you drag into them. So we'll drag in a picture at first. We'll upload a picture. So you can upload it from your hard drive, or from your computer, or from online, or anywhere else that you want to upload it from. So we've got our picture on there, and then we're going to drag a title element. I'm just waiting for it to load for you guys. If you see me keep looking off screen, I've got another monitor set up so I can follow along with how you guys are seeing this. So we drag a title element over. Drag a text element over. And we'll drag a contact form element over. So just like you'd use any kind of word processor or anything like that, we just type in exactly what you want to see here. I know someone's going to call me out on this, but I'm looking at this. I'm thinking Greece, but forgive me, my geographical knowledge of the Mediterranean isn't up to par. As everyone knows where that actually is, be helpful. All right, so we have special trip to Greece, 7 nights, magical hotel by sea. You can add really whatever you want here. Add in perks. If you're doing like Mexico Caribbean all inclusive, or if it includes airfare or anything else like that. Then you have the form here. You click on the form. You can get rid of anything that you don't want. So we just drop a couple of these here. And you go under form options. We'll call this Greece special. So when someone uses the form, they you know exactly what they were just looking at. And you'd go ahead and go up to publish. And now if we look at the specials offer page, you'll see the special right here. Now you can again format that as much as you want. Let's play around with that just a little bit more. Change the size of the image, maybe change the background to kind of highlight it a little bit more here. And publish a preview to see how that looks. It's just that simple. So adding things to your website, making changes, throwing on specials, super simple to do. If you get stuck at any point along the way, you can shoot us an email, and we're here to help you. But your first step should be checking out the help desk. For instance, if you're having trouble with, like, let's say, one of the images, you just type in image, and you'll see the top article suggestions: adding image, resize images, replace an image, link an image, caption an image. All these things here, and there'll be, when you click on one of them, you'll see step by step of how to do it, and then you'll see videos of how to like drag and drop, how to upload. And so these are little short videos that really break it down and make it super simple for you to copy exactly what we're doing here. So adding things, no time at all, actually a lot of fun. You really get into it. It's funny, we've had a lot of people in the past that have been, you said, oh, I'm not technically savvy, I don't know how to do this is beyond me. And then as soon as they start doing it, they're like, oh wow, this is simple, and actually I'm really enjoying it. And the fun thing is too that it brings out your creative side, even if you don't think that you have one. And the benefit of it is the more work you put into it, the more you get back from it. Your work shows, and it pays off in dividends with the people that view your website. So it's kind of a win-win once you dive in there. And anytime you get stuck, like I said, we're always here to help. Adding other things to it, I'm just going to kind of throw a couple of things on here to show you how simple it is. If you want to add a button, you just drag the button icon over, button element over, type in the button text, So say you wanted to have like call me now button on there. So if someone's on their mobile, just link it to a phone number here. And now if somebody clicks on this call me now button, it will call them from the mobile device. And if you're not happy with the placement, you can just drag it on the screen wherever you want it to be. You'll see a blue line when you just drop it, shows up there. And just like any kind of text editor or anything else, you can center it, you can change the style of it if you want, you can do really whatever you want to it, and customize it. Let's say with the special, there's a great like YouTube video or something like that. Well, we have an element for that. You drag the YouTube element over, you drop it in, and then you would find your YouTube video. So I just pulled up randomly a sandals video here. We'll just grab it, grab the URL from it, copy it, come back over to our editor, click on the element, paste it in there where it says URL. I don't know if you guys saw that. It says YouTube video URL, just paste it in. And now that video is on your website. All you have to do is hit publish. Go back to the website here, your live website, and there it is, ready to play. So super simple to use, and it looks great, and it makes a heck of a difference when someone, a potential client, is looking at this and they see this active, interactive media for them to engage with. It does wonders for your business. Hopping on.
People are saying they can't see what you're doing.
We have some issues with not being able to see what's going on. All right, let's take a look at that real quickly here. Is it lagging, or?
They've said that they can only see you and they can't see like your screen.
All right, let's go ahead and try and let's do this. So I've been following along. You should be able to see this screen. If you can't, let Aaron know, and we'll try to fix that for you. But I can see from the broadcast that it looks like it's displaying correctly right now. If for some reason you can't see it, like I said, there will be a recording of this, so we'll go back there and make sure that you guys can see that later on. So that covers basically the overview of the site editor. Hopefully you can see it's pretty easy to use. It takes us 2 to 4 days to build out your site, and then we give it to you and kind of let you run wild with it and do whatever you want. It's a lot of fun to use. People do some really creative stuff, and going back to the statistics that you saw before, it really pays off. In the help section, for some of you, because I can see a couple of questions coming in, if there's like additional help that you can get for it, there is. If you really don't have the time, or you need someone to really kind of train you like one-on-one and stuff like that, there are some partners that we have that do like forums, or some people that we can recommend. If you just type in the word help here, it brings up need extra help, and you can click on that, and there are people that some of our staff moonlights to help you out with this kind of stuff. If you need the help, there's always extra help. We have lots of recommendations for companies for you to use if you want chat things and stuff like that. So if you have questions about related products and stuff like that, we can definitely help you out with that as well. So without going too much into it, I'm going to just kind of open it up for some Q&A. If you guys have questions about what I've talked about, I'd love to answer those and go through them. I'm just going to start kind of scrolling through here. So someone's asking about customization, about changing the color of the text and font size and all that. Yes, so all of that stuff is fully customizable. So for instance here, I'm going to go pop back in here real quickly. If you want to change, let's look at some of this text here. Just like a text editor, if you want to make it bigger, you highlight what you want to make bigger. Click on it, it gets bigger. You can, change the color of it if you want it a different color. Really, just anything you want to do with it, you can do with it. Hyperlink it, justify it, however you want to do it. It's fully customizable in that sense. So I'm just reading some of these questions here. So for those of you who signed up, I see this question kind of coming out a lot. All right, so when you sign up through Traverse and you sign up for the program, you should get a welcome email from Xstream. And in that welcome email, there'll be a link to us that you can click on and register with us to get your website started. And we'll also, let me see if I can upload this to everybody, this handout to everybody real quickly here. Grab this, let's see here. I'm going to send that to everybody. It's uploading now. So in the handout section now, you should see the guide to how this works. So hopefully that will answer that question for everybody. Yeah, so when we build these websites out, someone's asking, can they keep their current website till the new one's built out? The answer to that question is yes. So once we build out your website, we built it out on a subdomain. That way it allows you to edit and kind of tweak the website that we built for you until it's just the way that you want it. And then when you're ready, we can switch it over to a URL that you already have, or if you need help purchasing a URL, we can direct you how to easily do that as well. But it doesn't have to go live on your domain or your URL until you're ready. And you can still customize it until then. So going back, someone's asking about customization in the content library. So right, you have a lot of abilities to pull out this content library again, to customize the way that you want things to show up. So for instance, let's look at a couple of these real quickly here. So the brochure rack, for instance. Brochure rack has 325 brochures in it right now. We're always adding new brochures. And let me go ahead and take the time to mention that here. If there's a company or a brochure that you want to see that's not in there, just shoot the help desk a note, and we'll make sure it gets uploaded for you. We're definitely here to make sure you guys have the tools that you need to succeed. So any suggestions that you have or things that you want to see on there, we're really big about making sure that that you have that information at your disposal, and we'll make sure that gets uploaded for you. So you can go through here and customize, pick and choose which brochures you want. And then you can just hit the update brochure rack code, and it will automatically update your website if the brochure rack is on there. If it's not already on there, you just hit the copy code here. So we'll do this real quickly, show you how easy it is. So if you want the brochure rack on your website, you would just copy code, go over to your website editor, and we'll put this on a brand new page. So to create a new page, you just go to pages here, just add a new page. And if I'm going a little quickly, that's okay. I promise you we have help materials to cover all this. I'm not trying to really train you guys one-on-one tonight. We'll do another webinar for an in-depth training and just kind of show you how easy it is to use this this system. So we name the page brochure rack. We go to our building elements tab here, and then we use this embed code element. So since we copy and pasted code, we just open this up, edit the HTML, and just paste it in there. So I didn't have to type anything out. It's just a simple copy and paste job. I'm going to change this up here to brochure rack. And then we're going to go ahead and publish. Go to the published version of the website. Go to our menu. Look, here's our brochure rack here. And now our brochure rack is on our website. That's simple to put some of this content on there. And then as you customize which brochures you want from the brochure rack, and then you hit update brochure rack code, it will automatically update on your website. So you only have to do that once. A lot of these have a lot of customization options, like the news feed, for instance. You can pick, what kind of news configuration that you want to see. If the categories you want destinations or cruises or lodging or other and odd. And the great thing about this stuff updates on a daily basis. The travel specials get updated, every couple of days. So there's always fresh content going directly to your website, keeping it new and fun to look at, so it doesn't get stale. So someone's asking about pre-scheduled for updates on the website. So once we build it out for you, we kind of turn it over to you to maintain the content and the stuff on there. If you have questions, we're definitely here to help you out. But it's once it's built, it's on you to then maintain it. Now, like I said, if you need additional help, we always provide free customer support for that kind of stuff. But if you need like extra help, or you want some fancy stuff that you feel you don't really have the time for, something like that, we can point you in the right direction as well to get that help. So we've got options for everybody. Whatever you need, we can make sure that you're well taken care of. Oh, good. So I'm scrolling through the questions. I got it right. Greece. Good. I'm happy about that. Let's keep going down here. Yes, so there is a cost to this. You can, we'll post a phone number here in a minute for you to use. And if you go on the Traverse Global website and you go into there, you can see all of that. Or you just contact Xstream, and they'll help you to work through all of that as well. So yeah, someone's asking about if we offer the CAPTCHA stuff on the forums to stop robot entries. Yes, we do. It's a quick toggle button. You'll see it on the forums here. Pop on over to a forum page just so you can kind of get a look at this. So when you click on the forum, anytime you click on any element on there, options will come up for you. And here's like the Google Caption if you want to turn it on. Boop, that easy, done. Google Caption's not on there. You save it, and then you publish it, and that's simple. Bear with me as I'm going through all these questions here and trying to answer them real quickly. Are you able to use other videos besides YouTube? Yes, you can use other videos. For instance, like in our content library, we have travel videos for you to use. Very simple to use these travel videos. We're adding more all the time. But you can the easiest thing to do is, again, that copy and paste thing. So you find a video that you want. You say use this video as a standalone, or you can create a video playlist if you want to use a couple of videos. Either way, it's the same process. You click on it, it gives you some code. You copy that code and paste it into the embed code, and you're done. And it'll show up on your website as soon as you publish it. There is no limit to how many videos you can put on your website. However, do bear in mind that the more content that is on a single page, the longer it can take to load, especially on mobile devices and people that use the cellular data. I would just recommend that it's kind of like when you're in kindergarten and you're playing with glue. A dab will do you. A couple of videos thrown here and there are great. Having 100 videos on a page, you can have too much of a good thing, and that would be definitely too much of a good thing. So we'll definitely send out some information and put it out there for best practices about website etiquette and stuff like that. We do trainings typically once a month, and it's kind of user driven. So if you guys decide, like, if we base it on the emails that we get, if you want in-depth training on a certain kind of element, or if it's a marketing training, or if it's an advanced tutorial, we'll try to hit everything, and we'll try to do them at least once a month for you guys.
Vacation CRM.
Vacation CRM. Okay, awesome. Great product and easily integratable into your website. So when you talk to the Vacation CRM guys, let them know that you have one of the websites, and what they'll do is they'll give you a couple links for you to use. And there's one of two ways of doing this. There's an external link, or what's called an external link, or an iframe. Both are simple to do. We'll have help material on that, and you can put those Vacation CRM forms directly on your website. So it's a very nice and easy integration, simple to do. Again, it's going to be a copy and paste, and you just put in your own unique link that they will give you into there, and you'll be good to go. How do you preview the website? Excellent question. So you'll see, we'll hop back over here in the editor real quickly. At the top here, yes, you can see that. Okay, so there's a publish button and a preview button. The preview button just shows you the preview. The publish button actually makes that change live. And one of the great things about this online platform that we use is it saves as you go along. It auto saves. So if you get disconnected or something happens, you have the ability to just pop back on, and all that information will be saved. But it doesn't go live until you hit the publish button, big blue button up here on the top. Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling through these questions, make sure I hit the good ones here. Yes. So after we set up your site, after we do everything, you can still change your logo. You can change the pictures. You can do whatever you want. Nothing's ever set in stone. That's one of the great things about these websites is the unlimited customizations that you can do with it. So anytime anything needs to be changed, you can definitely do it yourself. If you get stuck or have questions, we're here to help you out with that. But you can constantly change your website, and I suggest that a brief facelift every couple months is a great idea. Keep it fresh and interesting. So with the example, with some of the content here, especially if you're new to travel, someone asked what they should use if they're new to travel. One of the best things that you can use is going to be this travel specials widget. And let me explain why this is so awesome. So the special offers down here, when this loads, is set up so when someone requests more information about the special, what happens is that you get an email about the person that was looking at that special. It gives you their contact information, and then it also gives you supplier information. It'll tell you what supplier is offering that special. It'll tell you like who to contact, how to contact them, more information about that special. So then you can go to that supplier if you're unfamiliar with it, the location or what they're offering. You can ask them like, hey, I've got a potential client that's interested in what you're doing. I just want to get a little bit more information from you, maybe some downloadable material or some talking points. And then you can go back to that lead and sell them on that trip. Or alternatively, one of the great things is since we don't show supplier information, you can ask around your travel agent community and or your host agency Xstream and see if they have any recommendations for who for you to use, and you can redirect your client or potential client to that supplier. So it gives you a lot of freedom. But if it's something that you don't know about, we give you all the information you need to book that special. So if you're new to travel, it's just an awesome tool for you to use because it's just ready to go. Questions about the site being ready. Again, sites take 2 to 4 business days for us to build out once we get your intake form in. And the intake form, basically all you type in is, demographic information, a little bit about you, and then you pick a theme. And the theme is just basically a starting point for you to decide how to build out how you want the site to initially look. And if you want to change your theme later on, that's absolutely fine. You can. You're not married to it. You can go back and change it later on if you want to update it or make it look a little bit different. Questions about the CRM, direct those to again to Xstream. They'll help you out with getting all that. And the vacation CRM guys are great, and they'll definitely help you out with that as well. Question about how many pages can you add? Unlimited. It's not like our competitors that limit you on the number of pages you can have or make it difficult or anything like that. Adding a new page, as I just showed you with adding the brochure page, super simple to do. Couple clicks and it's done, and you can have as many as you want. We have agents that stick with the same pages that we created for them, and then we have agents that have created 100 plus pages and have many options for you to choose from. So really, the sky's the limit. Your imagination is the limit when it comes to these pages. Going down through here.
How can our content's updated?
Yeah, so so content is updated on a regular basis. We actually have people that just sitting here, all they do is update content constantly, adding new travel specials in, adding news articles, adding new graphics and stuff like that, creating new videos. So some stuff gets updated every single day, and some stuff gets updated, at least once a month. But there's constantly new content be adding to this content library. So it's original content that you'll only find with us. It's not to boast, but I firmly subjectively believe that it is the best content, but also from an objective standpoint as well. It looks far superior to the other stuff that is out there, and it tracks really well on social media.
What is a Google Capture?
Great question. Google Capture. Google Capture is something that you can put on a form. I'm sure you've encountered it in other websites. Just to answer that real quickly. It keeps from what's called a bot from filling out the form, from people just spamming you. It makes you, a lot of times you'll see it where you'll have to click an image or you type in the letters that are on an image, and that way it's a step to prevent spam. We can show you some more information about that if you go to the help section. Can people provide their credit card info? So that's Vacation CRM has a place, I believe, in one of their programs for you to collect that information. If not, or if you want to use something else, we have recommendations for forms for you to use that are PCI compliant, which is the internet speak for allowing to securely take credit card information on a website. And so we can definitely help you out with that. If you just shoot us an email, we'll point you in the right direction with that. So you can take deposits and trip payments on your website. So yes, it is fully functional with that, and it really streamlines the process, especially when you build out your site and you start promoting it, and you get to those high numbers of traffic and all these leads, and you're selling trips left and right. You want to put a lot of stuff online, like these forms for trip information request and trip enrollment, insurance forms, and stuff like that. You can put them all on your website and make it super easy on your clients to fill stuff out, sign stuff, pay for stuff. So these websites are fully functional with that, and you can do that up however you want, and we'll help you every step along the way. Making copies of pages, super simple. I'll show you that really quickly. On the pages here, if you want to copy a page, it's literally, there's a button that says copy, and you click it, and you've got a copy. This stuff couldn't be easier if we tried. It's super simple. Someone asked about SEO too. I'll go ahead and show you that real quickly. Under the settings tab, SEO again is search engine optimization. It is the back end of the keywords people use to find you on search engines like Google. So if you go to Google and type in, for instance, and this is a very broad term, but like travel agent, SEO is the stuff on your site that registers, that says, oh, this site has to do about travel agents. And so you can type in your site description here, and this is what appears in the search engine. And the meta keywords here are the key terms that correlate to your business. And we have SEO handouts, and we'll do a training on that, I'm sure, eventually. Again, about we've done a couple of them before, but I'll definitely do a new one for Xstream here that will go over what keywords you should be using, how to write the proper site description, etc. And again, it's super simple. You can change it anytime. You would just type in, if you're, see, we're in Tallahassee travel agent here, and then just put a comma. And now that's the site. When the search engine like Google goes and looks for sites, it'll see that keyword and prioritize this site up there for that keyword. Now, it's not instantaneous, and there are other things you need to do, but this is the first step, and it'll be heads and above all the rest of your competitors that aren't using this program. So it makes it super, super simple to have great ranking with search engines using this kind of stuff. The websites can have. Someone's asking about what domain you can use. You can use any domain you want. We have a place for you to get domains. You can buy the domains. Domains are like the real estate, and the website's like the house you built on that real estate. So you can buy a domain name. If you already have one, you can use your existing one. We provide you with a subdomain that you can use, but I recommend kind of really branding yourself to have an official looking business. You really want an official domain, but you can use any one that you want. Someone's asking about the dashboard and the stats. So very simply, when you're in the site editor and you want to see your stats, so I'm able to get to that from here. You click the little X button here, and because this is one of our accounts, you can see a whole bunch of our websites here. For you guys, you'll only see one site here, and it will have stats. And you can click on that stats thing, and you can see the stats here. I'll do that. And it's a monthly view. And if you need to go back and to edit the website, you can do that from here as well. The stats is great. It shows you a 1 month kind of brief overview of how things are going. However, highly recommend, if you're really serious about this, install Google Analytics. We have a help section about installing it. It's free. It only takes a couple minutes. If you have a Gmail, you're already halfway there, and it provides you some really invaluable information. And we'll definitely do a training of how to use Google Analytics to optimize your site and get you guys real savvy on how to use this stuff. Are we a travel company? No, we are not a travel company. We're the guys that build your website, Excess Ideas. We provide support, but we're definitely not your competition. We're here to help you guys out. Can we use dual logos for Traverse and personal logo? That is a question you'll have to ask Traverse, if you can use their logos or how that works, how you guys have that worked out with them. So I don't have an answer for that, but your personal logo, definitely you can use that. You can put anything that you want on these websites. Are we able to add customized strips? That is a great question. Let me actually kind of answer that in a more broader sense. One of the really, really cool things about these websites, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys. And oh, good, we only lost like 2 people. All right, so great, the whole group's still here. Let me tell you how awesome this is. That here's where the value add of these websites really comes in. You can create custom pages for your groups and your weddings and your trips. That is a huge thing if you use it correctly. So if you have a wedding party, or you have a reunion group, or you have a big family trip that you want to do, you can create them their own personal page in even however you want to do it. And you can have their personal info. You can have a private link that's just for them. You can have forms for them to fill out. You can have information about the trip. You can have the itinerary on there. You can have package options. If you get really advanced with it, you can add payment options and stuff on there. So that is an awesome value add because it's kind of that VIP travel service that people crave. And it takes you only a couple minutes, but it makes you look like, just the king of what you're doing or the queen of what you're doing here. It's super, super awesome. And the client will, they'll be sold for life when they see that level of customization and VIP service, and it's super simple for you guys to do. It takes no time at all, and it looks great. So yes, customizable trips definitely, and it'll really set you apart from any of the competition using other types of websites that won't be able to do that nearly, if at all, they won't be able to do that near as quickly as you, or it'll not look nearly as professional as you guys will be able to do it. Where are the supplier lists coming from? Great question. The supplier list comes from a company called Travel Research Online. It's been around for forever and a day, over a decade, and they have a whole list of suppliers. They work with everybody. They're vetted suppliers, so you know that you're getting a top quality supplier when you get with these travel specials. So that's where they come from. They come from Travel Research Online. You can do a little research on them if you want, but they're industry leader. They're the best in the business. So definitely check them out. They have free resources for travel agents as well. So someone asking about templates and themes, that's another really good question. So when you start off and you first sign up, there's options. There's 4 or 5 options for you to choose from, and just think of it as a basic starting off point. The pictures don't matter. Just the look and feel, like where the menu bar is, like the navigational menu is, where the logo placement is. That's what you're really looking at. Because the pictures can be changed, the images, placement where they are can be changed, the text, the font, everything about the website can be changed. Basically, the templates / themes that we give you guys are just a starting off point. So, we're heading in the right direction to begin with. And again, you're not married to them. If 6 months later or a month later, you're like, oh man, I really wish I'd gone with the other one. Not a problem. It's a couple clicks away. You'll see a button up here at the top that says theme. When you click on it, you can change theme, and it's that easy to change to a different theme, and the information ports right over there for you. So again, the ones you can choose from are just a starting off point. Yes, you can add links to other pages on the site. That's super simple to do, and I think you've probably already seen me do that. Just kind of going through some of these here. That's an interesting question. I live in a small town. Would it be wiser to get a business address in a larger city? It's kind of you want to be a big fish in a small pond, or a small fish in a big pond kind of thing. Sticking with the location that you are, I'd rather work in a smaller town and develop relationships with the people there, develop a client list, and have that security of repeat business. And then as I slowly branch out and expand my area, jumping right into like a big city, if you're like, oh, just to look good, I want to have an address in New York. Well, there's a lot of travel agents in New York, so you might not stand out the way that you would want to, versus working with the people that in the area that and a lot of your business will come from word of mouth, and once you start promoting the website and stuff like that, you'll get a lot of business from that as well. But I would definitely say stick with what you there. But that again, that's just a personal opinion from doing this for a while. You don't have to do that. Yes. So if you have an existing website, so someone mentioned that they have a Vistaprint website. If you have an existing website with, Agent Studio or GoDaddy or Vistaprint or literally anyone else, you can still use that domain. You can still use, as long as you own it, you can still use that domain. You can use the content that you put on there, if that's your content, any of your own pictures, anything that's still yours, or that you have ownership of, you can definitely use and bring over to your new site. So how does this interface with social media? Great question. So the way it interfaces with social media is a couple fold. So it's stuff from the content library. Let me see. I'll show you real quickly here what this kind of looks like. So if you want to add like a widget tab to Facebook here, and I'm not sure if this video is going to really play for you here or not. I'll kind of give you a look of how this looks here. So if you'll see here on the side, you can add these, just kind of scrubbing through here. See where you can actually see it properly. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. Yeah, here we go. So you'll see on here, there's brochure rack, and then you'll see the brochure rack, and this is on a Facebook business page here. And you can rearrange these if you want the brochure rack higher up or something like that. But yeah, so you can take any of this content and put it directly on social media. There's also in the site editor over here, there's social media icons that you can use and put on there that link directly to your website. So someone just chimed in there about making copies. So if you want to make sure you back up things on your website, we highly recommend it. In the website walkthrough video, when you first get turned on to your site editor, we cover the importance of saving pages and having backups, and you can see that here on the left-hand side. So before you would edit, like let's say your home page, we highly recommend you click on the home page and make a copy of it. So that way, it's just like something that you can go back to. So you click copy, and you'll see up here at the bottom that you'll have the home page again. So you just click on this, and we'll just call this backup so we don't get them confused. And then we're just going to hide it in the navigation. And we cover this in the tutorial, but just so you know, you can make backups, you can save it, you can revert back because you have unlimited pages. It makes it super simple to kind of create save points or, in technical speak, partitions for you to revert back to. And there's a lot of great questions here, guys. I know I'm not getting to all these things. Oh, cool. But I will talk about this one as we start to wrap up here. Blog post. Yes, every website that we give you comes with a blog. Blog posting, super simple to do. Just like almost like creating a page here. You come here, you add a new post. It's already pre-set up for you. You type in the name of the post. You drag your elements over, your text over. You type in your blog post. You can bring in pictures. You can do whatever you want with it. And then you just hit post up here at the top, and you've got your blog post. You can set the date. You can set them for the future. You can have the share buttons. You can turn comments on and off. It's a fully functioning blog, and we highly recommend doing a blog. It's great for, again, that search engine optimization that we talked about before. Because again, search engines prioritize fresh content for the website ranking. So having a blog is going to be a huge boost to your SEO. Yeah, if you have websites with anyone else, again, including Wix or anything, you can definitely bring all that over. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm going to go through all these questions. We got a lot of questions tonight, and we're going to kind of pick kind of the frequently asked ones, and we'll send out a reply to everyone or an email to everyone thanking you guys for being here on the webinar, and also going over those frequently asked questions. And we'll also send you a link to the Xstream website guide if you don't already have that. Feel free, if you have any questions about the program, the website program, to contact us. We'll be happy to answer those questions. it is a great investment, and I promise you you'll not regret it, and you'll get lots of compliments on your website, and it'll be one of the best things that you can possibly do for your business. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight and coming and listen to me with this webinar, and look forward to working with all of you guys soon.